Hey, it's Beth from Sparring. This week I want to talk about the question of when you put money into your 401k plan, should you put it in as a Roth contribution or as a traditional contribution? So first of all, let's talk about the difference. When you put money in as a Roth contribution, that means that you don't receive a tax deduction now, but when you go to take that money out at retirement, it will come out completely tax-free, which is awesome. Whereas if you do a traditional, or sometimes called a pre-tax contribution, it gives you a tax savings right now when you put the money in, but then when you take it out at retirement, you have to pay the IRS money. It could be upwards of 25-30% has to be paid to the IRS. Almost all 401k plans give you both the option of either a pre-tax contribution or a Roth contribution. So typically for people under the age of 40, especially if you're not in the highest income tax bracket, so if your income is under $300,000 or even $400,000 and you're under the age of 40, almost always it makes sense to do it as a Roth contribution. That is because that money will grow for a period of time and make up for any tax savings that you would have received with the pre-tax contribution. And then it's just this great, huge benefit to have this asset that you don't have to pay income tax on during retirement. Some companies will let you change your contribution from a pre-tax to a Roth contribution at any time, but others you may have to wait for what's called open enrollment time. So you'll have to just check with your employer to see if you can make that change now. But I do encourage, for most of our SPARI people, it's going to make sense to go ahead and make that contribution as a Roth contribution.